be honest with you, kind of considering ending squat every day. I don't know that I will. I'm just kind of going through a low spot in training right now. I just came off a streak of PRs where I hit 275 for 19 and then hit it for a set of 20 a few days or a week later. And then I took 315 for 15 reps. And then right after that, I ended up hitting 385 for a failed double. And so, bouncing around between 150 and 155 pounds body weight. I think I'm getting very, very close to the 4-plate goal, the 405 squat. In the past, I've had, dreams of repping 405. For some reason, I really want to take 405 for 10, but I've got to get it for 1 first. But let me hit another set, and I'll explain more, where I'm at right now. So I got sick for the second time this year, 2 weekends ago. And so all of last week, hang on, I gotta get more water. Been super congested. Mowed the yard Saturday, mowed the front yard Saturday. Little brother mowed the backyard Sunday. I got really bad allergies, and it's all catching back up with me. And that goal of 405 for 10, I believe I could hit that within squatting every day. Like I said, I was sick last week, and golly, I ain't talked this much all day. I was sick last week and came in here, and I would literally walk into the garage, take 135 for a set of 10, and walk back inside. That was my training for all of last week. I was trying to, kind of give my body a break and, get a chance to recover. And because, I'd lost like 5 pounds. I was waking up in the morning about 153 and a half. And then by the end of the day, I was weighing around 155 pounds, maybe 156. And then after that sickness, I was waking up at like 148. And at the end of the day, I've been looking at 151, maybe 152. 152 is pushing it. And I'll be honest, not being sore all the time was really, really nice. Hang on, let me take this for another set. So, I did that for almost all of last week, and I didn't realize how good I was feeling until I took 315 for a set of 4 on Friday, and I woke up the next morning, could already feel the lower back fatigue coming back, the stiffness, because when you're sore, like you get kind of stiff, like if you're not sore, you can move around and there's no restriction anywhere, but if you're sore, and you lean down, you feel it, and so there's always a little bit of hesitation, and I guess I've just kind of gotten used to the soreness. It's just kind of an afterthought anymore, but I hit that set Friday, and then Saturday I woke up And I was like, I can already feel, just the muscle stiffness and, like the CNS fatigue, and I can feel all of that trying to come back. And then I hit a run Sunday. Today is Tuesday. I think it was Sunday that I hit a run, and my calves are sore. Yesterday I did that 135 for 50, and the quads are sore. The IT bands are, almost sore to the touch. Adductors are sore, and I'm like struggling to get into the ATG position tonight because the adductors are so tight. I'm gonna take this for another set. But as a natural athlete, these, one recovery days between squat sessions are not really enough for me to recover from. I hit a big day Monday, and then I spend all day Tuesday sore. And a lot of that soreness and stiffness kind of bleeds over into Wednesday. And then I go through Wednesday, hit my big squat session, come into Thursday, I'm still sore. And then, if I decide to hit an upper body workout or run or something on Thursday, that means that soreness is there Friday. And like the chest and the shoulders are sore at work. I spend a lot of time working overhead on light fixtures and things. So that soreness is, always present. And then, so that soreness bleeds over through Friday. And then I come in Friday night, hit a big squat session. And then Saturday, I'm stuck Saturday, being sore. And then, usually I try to fit in my second run of the week on Saturdays. So then I've got calf soreness on Sunday. And usually I try to run on Sundays too, because that, marks off one run for the week. So then I'm running on sore legs, and it just bleeds over again and again and again and again. And so before you know it, I'm sore 24/7. Just the quad soreness. If I do some deadlifts or something, the hamstrings get sore. I'm leaning over, picking stuff up at work, and it's like, every time I lean over, it's like, ooh, there's, something tight back there. I can tell that I deadlifted yesterday. Or I can tell that I pushed the run yesterday, or 2 or 3 days ago. I'm struggling to recover, which, I seem to be doing okay before that sickness. I guess I don't know, man. I think I got kind of soft through that recovery week last week. Because, like I said, it was kind of an afterthought. But now that I'm coming back to it, there seems to be a pretty considerable hump to get over about being sore all the time. As of right now, I'm not enjoying it at all. Sucks being sore. I don't know, man. I don't know. After you come off a week of, no muscle soreness because you're not training at all, and then you go right back into it, the difference there is very noticeable, if I'm being honest. It's not like I have joint soreness or anything. It's just the muscles always being sore. The calves from the running, the quads from the squatting. If I do pull-ups, I'm feeling it in my back, in my upper back, and that's really a pain trying to work on something overhead. And I don't know. Like I did shoulders and push-ups Monday night maybe, and you know, I'm not particularly sore in the chest. Like I don't feel all that sore, but I tried to reach over and like scratch my side or something earlier, and I could feel the chest. You know, I could feel some soreness still there. And so, you know, I don't know, man. Just kind of tired of being sore all the time. Excuse me. And another thing, if I ended squat every day, I would likely train less. You know, probably be looking at training 3-4 days a week. And first off, I don't like the thought of that at all. I've always been one to go as far as I can, to do as much as I can. You know, I don't want to be one of those guys that only trains 3 days a week. I've worked out pretty well 7 days a week for, I don't know, 4, 5, 6, 7 years now. You know, it's been this way for so long. And it would also give me more time to do other things. You know, probably get into bed a little earlier. I don't know that it would make a big difference, but it'd probably save me 30 minutes, 45 minutes. And I haven't had time to shoot my bow any here lately. It seems like I go to work, I either work late or do homework, and then I come home, work out, take a shower, wait for my brother, wait, you know, 30 minutes for my brother to get off work, and then pick him up and go to bed. Go to work, come home, run, work out, take a shower, go to bed. Go to work, come home, work out, take a shower, go to bed. If I had 2 or 3 days, you know, to free up on my schedule, I could take the dog for more walks. I could go for more walks. I could go, you know, hiking back in the woods. You know, I could shoot my bow more, maybe do some more recovery work to feel better. But then again, you know, there's the thing of, I don't want to be that guy that just works out occasionally. And as I look at a lot of, I don't want to say a lot, but as I look at some other blue collar people, you know, these people that work physically demanding jobs, they get tired from working all day. They eat fast food for lunch. They come home and they eat ice cream and go to bed. Well, you do that for 20, 30 years on end, and then, you know, suddenly you're 280 pounds, overweight, got heart problems, high blood pressure, because you eat like crap and you don't do any, you know, actually like physical training. And so as I look down, like long term, I don't want to start cutting back on my training already, because if I start cutting back now, the way I think is, well, you know, if you can justify it now, where are you going to be at in 10 to 15, 20, 25 years? You know, what will you justify then on regressing on training? So it's almost like I want to keep myself working out every day because it's probably the best thing for me. I don't know, I'm having a hard time getting readjusted to just being sore, honestly. That's the biggest thing. I'm not a professional athlete. This is not my job. And I think that the second I get back under some heavy weights and I'm ready to push the squats again, the fire is going to be back. But as of right now, the fire is not really there. And, you know, probably just being a wimp about it. But you know, I mean, as sore as my legs are right now, I know that I'm not going to be recovered tomorrow. And the whole idea of me squatting, you know, heavy 3 days a week is I would use these other days to train like upper body or run on. Well, you know, my legs are sore and I don't really feel like doing much else. I was going to do some pull-ups tonight, but by the time I get through, you know, repping the bar and, you know, making this video and stuff, I don't really feel like doing pull-ups, and then that's just additional soreness that I'll have to fight through tomorrow. Golly, dude, I sound terrible. Just making excuses. You know, I look at people like Cameron Haynes. Dude runs at like averages 10 miles a day, probably 2 marathons a week. Look at people like David Goggins. You know, here I am, gritting my teeth to come out here and squat the bar every day. I tried to roll out my calves this morning on my foam roller, and that hurt so bad. It's just uncomfortable. Every way I look at it, it's uncomfortable. So I don't know. I'm sick. Well, not sick, but super congested right now. I don't know, man. You guys, let me know what you think. But you know, even when I put my hand on my leg to get under the bar, push down and felt soreness in the quads. It's every way I move, there's soreness. I'm eating as clean as I can. You know, I'm not going to go buy a salad, eat a salad every day, but I'm eating as clean as I can. I get as much sleep as I can, and so I don't have the time for recovery work, so it seems like the only variable to adjust is to dial back on training. So I'm almost thinking about squatting heavy twice a week, maybe like a Tuesday and a Friday, and then, you know, the other days come in here and mess with the bar on squats for a little bit, and then I maybe have a little more energy to you know, hit other stuff like push-ups and running and whatnot. But if I've got to come in here 5 days a week and spend 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes with the bar for squats, you know, it seems like I'm missing out on, you know, it's 30 minutes I could be getting warmed up for something else. Then again, you know, I've only got another month of college, so after this homework stuff is out of the way, I'll have a little more time. I'll have a little more time after I don't have any more homework. I don't know, man. I don't know. Run on Sundays. Maybe take, I don't know. Kind of thinking about just going back to calisthenics and running more, spending, you know, just ending up putting more miles down throughout the week, and getting back on a push-up routine and pull-ups. But for me to do that, I've got to take away from the squats, and I mean like a considerable amount. In these days of coming in and messing with the bar like I'm doing tonight, I think this helps me recover. If you ever look into active recovery, moving around, getting blood moving through the joints and through the muscles, I think this helps me recover, but at the same time, this is 30, 40 minutes that I could be doing something else. I don't know. I'm going to take this for a set of 10 and call it a night. It's just that everybody wants everything to be easier. And that's where I'm stuck at right now. Want things to be easier. I don't know. Kind of tired of being sore. I'll give it another 2 weeks or so to think about it and see where I'm at in 2 weeks. Because this could just be, a little moment of weakness. So I'll give it a few weeks and kind of fill it out. I'd really like to hold on until the end of college and see what my schedule, looks like then. After I graduate, there should be a lot more time on my plate. And I like being consistent. I like the idea of having some form of training to do every day, and it's very easy to fall slack and grow complacent and just kind of let everything go when you don't have as strict of a program to follow. That's actually one of the reasons I started Squat Every Day, is because I would come home off of work and I'd come out here, or I'd go inside and I would just do a set of 30 push-ups, and I was like, well, there's my training for today. Then go to bed. And then some days I was like, well, I did this yesterday, I can probably just skip working out today. And it got to the point where I was working out 3-4 days a week, and I did that for about a month. Then I had the back injury, and then everything kind of came together, and I was like, I'm gonna start squatting every day. I'd been watching Yvonne Durick for maybe up to a year at that point. So, I had feedback of somebody else training every day. I don't know how that man does it. He gets out there and trains every day. And, so there I was, starting to skip workouts because I didn't have any form of accountability. This here is a form of accountability. I have to come out here and train. Well, I don't have to, but I choose to come out here and train. And so, I know that as soon as, I step away from this commitment of squatting every day, that it'll be like, well, you had a hard day yesterday and a physical day at work today. You should just go to bed tonight and, put in a bigger session tomorrow. Well, then tomorrow comes and, something else comes up, and here I am 2 or 3 days deep without a training session. I don't like being that guy. Like I said, I've always been the one to go and do more. Always been the one to train in spite of those things. So, like I said, it may just be a little hump for me to get over. and to get, you know, kind of readjusted to being sore. I don't even want to take this for 10. This feels heavy on my back right now. I think I took this for 50 yesterday. It's kind of funny. But anyways, you guys let me know what you think. That's enough. It's enough complaining for me. I reckon I'm gonna go in and read my Bible until my brother's done and ready for me to pick him up from work. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow.